Hey ladies, we're on chapter 4, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Annie and Jack ran over to the cart. In the back of it was a cage. In the cage was a big brown bear. Ooh, now we get to find out what this big brown bear plays a part in the story. The bear was slumped over, his head still down. The sign on the cart said, Dan the Dancing Bear. Dan, Annie asked, are you going to fight? The lonely-looking bear raised his huge head and looked at Annie. His dark eyes were sad. He let out a low moan. I understand, Annie said. You don't want to fight. You're asking me to take you away. Annie reached for the door of the bear's cage. Away with you, someone shouted angrily. That's my bear. Jack and Annie whirled around. The cart driver was charging toward them. He's mine! I'm selling him, the man shouted. Come on, Annie, let's go, said Jack. He pulled her into the crowd, walking down the road. But I have to save Dan, said Annie, looking over her shoulder. That guy wants to sell him to the bear fights. I know, said Jack, but we can't just steal him. That guy is his owner. Jack looked around. He needed to get Annie's mind off the bear. He saw the group of older kids from the bridge. They were walking toward a round white building. Hey, look, the kids from the bridge, he said. Let's see where they're going. What about Dan, said Annie. We can figure that out later, said Jack. Let's follow those kids now. He steered Annie toward the white building. When they got closer, Jack read the sign out front. A play at the Globe Theater, a Midsummer Night's Dream. Great, thought Annie. Annie loved plays. She loved acting at them at school. A man stood at the door of the theater. He was holding a box. A penny to stand, he shouted. The older kids dropped coins into the box and went inside. Wow, that play costs only a penny, said Jack. That's cheap. But we don't have any pennies, said Annie. Besides, I want to go back and free the bear. So ladies, long time ago, you would be able to go and watch a show for 1 penny, but you wouldn't get a seat. And I had a teacher long ago that actually used to pay a penny to go and watch the opera, but you had to stand for the whole time. I'm not sure if that's true today, but for her, it was true when I was in school. Okay? Just a little bit of information. I'll figure something out, she said. We'll figure it out when the owner's not standing there. Jack, right now let's learn something about this play. He quickly pulled out their research book. He found a picture of the Globe Theater. He wanted Annie to forget about the bear, so he read with lots of feeling. The first theaters were built in Old England because there was no electricity. Plays were performed during the day. When it was light, almost everyone could afford to go. Neat, huh? Said Jack. Annie sighed. Jack kept reading in a loud, dramatic voice. Seating for the audience depended on how much was paid. The people who would afford the higher prices sat in the gallerias above the stage. Others stood in an area below the... Boy! Someone shouted. Jack looked up. A man hurried over to Jack and Annie. He was long-legged with a trim beard and twinkly eyes. I could hear you from across the way, the man said. You read very well. Jack smiled shyly. No, you are simply brilliant, the man said, and I am in great need of a boy who's a brilliant reader. I wonder what's going to happen to Jack. He knows how to read really well. The guy's looking for a great reader. I wonder what's going to happen next. Okay, stay tuned for next week. Bye, guys.